coming to you live September 8th, 2018, the Daily Echo. We're starting a new format this week. We're going to recap the week every week on Saturday or Sunday and talk a little bit about the episodes in case you've missed those. And I might add a little bit to those. We want to go through this briefly so that we don't take a lot of your time. Hope you had a great week. We started the week off on Monday the 3rd with the echo about where did Labor Day come from. And I think a lot of people understand that there were child labor laws that were enacted because of the poor situations that children were working, many times 16 to 18 hours a day for virtually nothing. And because of it, over the course of time, laws changed and children were not put in those situations that were not only unsafe, but very unfair for them. So that was Monday. Tuesday, we went a little bit off topic. I like to bring in John Christ. John Christ is a comedian. He is of a Christian background. I think his father's a pastor. And if you want to get a good laugh on Tuesday, John did the head-to-head, the showdown between chicken nuggets and chicken strips, the final debate with John Christ, which one is better. So if you get a chance, tune in and you'll get a laugh and you'll see which one gives you more value, the chicken strip or the chicken nugget. On Wednesday, September 5th, one of my favorite motivational speakers, but also a guy that actually got things done, Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn talked a little bit about how to enjoy life. And Jim, if you know anything about him, his story, he was a fairly unsuccessful person in his own words, up to about 25, 26. He met a mentor. And over the course of that next 5 years, Jim became a millionaire before the age of 30. And he was asked to speak at some Rotary clubs and other types of venues about how he was so successful. And that led to Jim's basic career that we know him for today as a motivational speaker and an author. He went to these events and people just loved what he taught, and he was able to share the wisdom that he had. The quote that came out of Wednesday's Echo that I think is awesome is, don't wish it were easier, or don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenges. Wish for more wisdom. Great quote there from Jim Rohn. We came back on Thursday. As you know, on the Echo, we like humor a lot. This is one of the few weeks we've actually used John Christ twice. We've got football that kicked off Thursday night for fantasy football. And so John and his buddies sat down for their draft of fantasy pastor football, I guess. So quite funny as they talk a little bit about the points you get and how the pastors give you more points and so forth, but pretty comical. I thought it was really funny. Came back yesterday. One of my favorite mentors, a guy that I respect highly, who I think really teaches us how to perform at our best. He doesn't just give information, and that's Robin Sharma. Robin Sharma in an audio clip. So if you go to that one, you have to actually hit the audio clip. Robin Sharma, one of his mastery sessions where he talks about recovering from a fall. And I wrote in that episode that if you haven't fallen or if you haven't had a setback, then you're probably not even old enough to read this. Or I'm not sure where you're living, because I think all of us have ups and downs. And it's important to understand when we have these setbacks and these falls that we don't use them as stumbling blocks, but we use them as stepping stones. Have a great weekend. As always, spend time with your family. One of the things we cannot buy is time. So always utilize the time that you have with those that you love. You'll find that when we serve others, when we spend time with others, that is the greatest return on investment of anything we can do with our time. So hope you enjoy the Echo. We'll be doing this every week so that we can help give you a rundown quickly of the things that we covered. As always, thanks for tuning in and have a great weekend, and begin next week on fire.
Go.